They never let me have a phone. I couldn't speak to my family for 2 years. I come from Riga. My dad was sick. We didn't have any money to help him. We were desperate. I heard about the guy who helps people find a job in the UK. I met the guy, he said, sure, I can help. I'll pay for your plane ticket, I pay for your house, I'll find you a job. And when you start work, you'll pay me back with a small fee. I thought he was my friend. We got on the plane. When we got out, it was a long drive. When we got out, I didn't know where we are. It was dark. He took me to a house, showed me a room. It's filthy. Mattress on the floor, one stinking blanket. He said, you sleep here, and tomorrow you start work. He took my phone, my ID, my passport. He said, if you talk to someone, if you complain to someone, they will never believe you. The next day, I start working in the poultry processing factory. I don't have money, so I don't eat. Every day is the same. Mince and tomato ketchup. Sometimes not food at all. No showers. I work hard at the factory, but I owe them money for the plane ticket, for the stay, for the shitty food. So, no money to send back home. They said if you talk to someone, we'll kill you and we'll hurt your family. Then after 2 years, someone in the factory noticed. They knew something was wrong. I never had food, never joined in, always picked up, dropped off. I was a zombie. They took me to the HR of the company who phoned the police to find out who can help me. A modern slavery worker helped me to get away that day. The first thing I did, I called my family. My dad was really sick. Now, I have a new place to work with real friends who don't exploit me. My money is my own. I can send money back home to my family. I can drive wherever I like, except still, I'm scared to go near that place that they kept me. It gives me nightmares. This is my story.
I think, for me, the most horrific aspect of modern slavery is the complete removal of a person's dignity.
If you meet victims, as I sometimes do, sadly, you sometimes see in people's eyes a kind of deathliness almost, a lack of engagement, of fear. That's horrific, how human beings destroy other human beings to make money.
I think the horrific thing about modern slavery is that it focuses on people who are vulnerable. It takes advantage of that vulnerability, their hope for a better life, and it tricks them into believing that they have a route to a better life, and that all turns out to be an utter lie.
Lots of it's driven by organised crime, so there are significant amounts of money. I've been into some brothels where there's literally bin bags stuffed full of cash.
Nobody wants to think that modern slavery is happening in this country. It's a horrible, serious crime that we want to think is happening elsewhere and not here. So it's really important that everyone's got that part to play. We're not all going to be the investigators. We're not all going to be looking into the crimes, but actually we can all be the eyes and ears on the ground.
It's critical that we raise awareness across all of the organisations that support society.
It still continues that reporting from members of the public is still the biggest piece of intelligence that we get. And I do think that communities can do that. Anybody and everybody, we all have a part to play in it. And if nobody does anything, then this will flourish and flourish and flourish. I think it's absolutely incumbent on us all that we do something.
Getting involved in modern slavery doesn't need to mean that you become an expert about modern slavery, but it does mean that you need to be well informed. It does mean that it's worth investigating websites, resources, listening to people's experiences, understanding where modern slavery pops up in your context. It's such an important issue, and I would strongly encourage people to get involved, but not to feel defeated by the enormity of the problem, because it's something that many of us are working on. It's a community of concerned people. So my headline would be, get on board.